physical quantities. Which were they? Length, mass we have discussed. Length, first we have standardized some unit, that is meter we standardized. And in mass we standardized kg, kilogram. Okay, we took something as 1 kg. So mass we have taken as 1 kg, and now other units we have derived in terms of this kg. Today we will be discussing time. Time is the third fundamental physical quantity. We are starting with physical quantity time. So its SI unit is second. This we have second. But what is 1 second? That needs to be defined. What does 1 second means? How we have to define it first, so that other units we can derive in terms of second. Other units of time we can derive in terms of second. Okay. So first we have to define. So earlier it was defined like this. Here they took, scientists took 1 mean solar day. 1 mean solar day they have taken. Okay. That is whole year they have seen the days. There is some variation in the days. Their mean they have taken. The mean they have taken. Average they have taken and called as 1 mean solar day. So in 1 mean solar day, how many hours are there? They divided 1 mean solar days into 24 hours. They divided 1 mean solar day into 24 hours. And each hour into 60 minutes. 60 parts they divided. Now each minute they again divided into 60 seconds. So in 1 mean solar day, these many seconds they have taken. Or we have taken. Okay, it comes out to be 86400 seconds. Okay, these many seconds. Okay, now we can just reverse. There are 86400 seconds.
Sir, what is the meaning of mean solar day?
Mean solar day. Okay, see here. Solar day you understood. That is based on the sun. Based on the sun. Okay. Mean means we have taken mean. Average we have taken. So for example, whole year we have taken. Each day slightly varies. Okay. There is some variation during the year. In solar days, slightly variation is there. Okay. What we did? Each day, we have taken the mean of each day. Over the year, we have seen this for this days of 24 hours, this days of 24 hours something, and we took the mean of them, average of this. Like for example, 2, 4, these two are there. If we have to take mean of them, how we are taking? 2 plus 4 divided by 2. Average we are taking. So here we are taking the average. So 1 mean solar day is all the solar days are there throughout the year. Their mean we have taken. That will be 1 mean solar day. Understood now? Now these many seconds are in 1 mean solar day. Okay. So 1 second will be how much part of the 1 mean solar day? 1 upon 86400. 0 part of 1 mean solar day. Understood this one? This is how we have defined 1 second. 1 second is 186,400, 0th part of 1 mean solar day. Understood? This was the definition earlier.
Yes, sir.
But now with time, scientists realize there is an issue with this definition. There is an issue. What issue? What we have taken? 1 mean solar day. It varies year by year. Every year or year by year, it keeps on varying. Its length keeps on varying. It keeps on varying. Now they have to standardize the year as well. That is, which year we are going to take as the year, and from which year we are going to derive the 1 mean solar day. So what they did in 1956, they took 1900 as the base year. They took 1900 as the base year. That is, they will consider this year for calculation of time. Okay. Now, in this year, how many days were there? 365 days. Okay. They took the year plus 12 hours. Okay. So, in year, how many days were there? They took 1 year. they took this year. So the year plus 12 hours of the day. That is around 1/4 of the day. Okay, 12 hours. Okay, and in this day, in this year, how many? This is 1 year. Which year? 1900. And how many days were there? 365.224 days.
Sir,
Two,
here
four,
366 days. Sir, it is a leap year. Sir,
1900
366.
is a leap year. See here. Leap year, we'll discuss it afterwards. See here. Each year, how many days it has? 365.2422. This many days. So, every fourth year, this is 1/4 of the day. Every fourth year, these will add to 1 day. See here, this is point around 2.5 day. That is 1/4 day. Next year as well 1/4 day. Next year as well 1/4 day.
Sir, here
Next year as well
265.2422 or 365.2422.
2422 is 0.2422. So
No,
consider
sir. No, sir. 265 or 365.
it is 365.2422. Yes.
Sir, you written 265.
No, our mate has writing there 242. Okay. Okay, so see here. Now this day considers it is around 1/4 of the day. So every fourth year, this will come out to be 1 day. Add them 1 day. That's why every year we are adding 1 day. Every fourth year we are adding 1 day. That is the leap year. Every fourth day we are adding the 1 day. Now it is little bit less than the 1/4 day as well. Little bit less. And where we are getting account, where we are counting that little bit less, that also we'll discuss after.
Sir, your voice is echoing. It is not clear.
Okay, my Bluetooth is not
No,
working.
sir, it is clear.
Sir, it
Okay,
is clear.
listen, it's true that it is echoing a little bit. The reason is that yesterday my this laptop it got updated to new version of Windows and Bluetooth stopped working. So yesterday I troubleshooted, but it connected today morning. It's again didn't work. So little bit echo will be there. So I will try to hang something on that wall today so that echo will be less. Okay. So this is clear. I'll be speaking more looking forward. So 0.2422, that is, it is little bit less than 1/4 of the day. 0.25 is 1/4 of the day. This one 0.2422 is little bit less than the 1/4 of the day. So 4 days, that is this 1/4, 1/4 every year we are adding to the fourth year, and we are taking 1 day on the fourth year. That is 29 days in fact every fourth year. But still we know it is less than, little bit less than 1/4 of the day. Therefore, where we are counting that less, that we will also be discussing after when we discuss the leap years and other years we discuss. Okay. So this is clear. So we are taking this time years. Okay. 2, 4, 2. In this year, we have taken these many days. Actually, in each year, these are the number of days. Okay, 2, 4, 2, 2 days. Now convert them into hours. So multiply this with
24.
24. Now convert it into minute, into 60, and each minute into seconds. Into 60, into 60 seconds. And it comes out to be 3155. So this is 86400 556 6926 6926.07. Okay. So the year 1900 contains these many seconds. So 1 second will be how much part of the year 1900? 1 upon 31556926.08. Part of the year 1900. Okay. These many part of the year 1900. Okay. This was in 1956. It was redefined as this one. It was redefined like this. Okay. Understood this one? But again, it was redefined in 1964. That is after 8 years. It was again redefined. And this time, we use something different. Okay. We took cesium. Okay. Cesium 133 atom. So a particular isotope of cesium we have taken and this atom. Okay. Now see what is happening. In its ground state, for example, these are the two levels, two positive levels, like we have seen the atoms. Okay. And when they move from one state to the other, when the electrons they move from one state to the other, they radiate energy. They radiate energy. For example, they are moving from low to outside. They used to radiate energy. Now, so as okay, 1 second time it over this much 5 minutes. So these two are we are considering as the two hyperfine levels of the ground state of cesium 133 atom. These are the two levels. So as electrons move from one level to the other, they radiate energy. Okay, and these energy, so vibration of these radiations, we are considering 9192 631 770. So now we are counting these vibrations, that how many vibrations they are making. So when they make these many vibrations, so when their vibrations, that is to and fro motions of these radiations, that is to and fro motion, that is how many vibrations they are making. Like these are the vibrations, one wave, 2, 3 vibrations. This is one vibration from here to here. This is second vibration, third vibration, that is around the knee position, 1 radiation, 2 vibrations of radiation, 3 vibrations of radiation. So we are counting these many vibrations of radiations and the time taken for these many vibrations, that time is called taken as 1 second. Understood now? So we have taken the cesium 133 level atom when it is moving from one level to the other level. It's ground state when they are moving. I think electrons they are moving from one level to the other level. Very hyperfine levels these are. So when and the energy is radiated. So when these radiations we calculate their vibrations, these vibrations we calculate. And when these many vibrations are taking place, the time taken for these many vibrations of radiations, that time is called as 1 second. That time was defined as 1 second. This is clear? This is clear. Little bit chemistry is involved here. Okay. Okay. So we have defined second. This was the first thing that we have to define. Second, that is SI unit we have to define. Now, in terms of this, we will derive other units. So now we have to measure smaller time. That is very small part of the second. So we need smaller units. So smaller units of time they will be what? Smaller units we are discussing. So, for example, there can be millisecond. 1 millisecond is how much part of the second? 1000 part of the second, millisecond. 10 raised to power minus 3. Microsecond it can be 10 raised to power minus 3 second. That is a billionth part of the second. Next is shake. One shake is how much? 10 raised to power 8 second or 1 nanosecond. It will be how much? Nano means 10 raised to power minus 9 part of second. So these are smaller units of time. Okay, these are smaller units of time. Millisecond, microsecond, nanosecond, or shake. These are smaller units. So when we have to measure very small time, that very fraction and fraction of the second. Okay. Now we discuss bigger units of time. We also require bigger units of time. So what are the bigger units? We can start with minute. So 1 minute is how defined. 1 minute will be how many seconds?
60 seconds.
It contains 60 seconds. Okay, next is 1 hour. 1 hour, how many minutes? 60 minutes.
60.
And how many seconds?
3600.
3600 seconds. So in 1 hour, these many seconds. Now, bigger than that, we have 1 day. Day is bigger unit, it contains 24 hours. So it will be 24 into 3600 seconds. How much? 86400 seconds. So in 1 day, these many seconds. These are bigger units. Minute, hour, day, and then month we have. So month can be lunar month or based on the Georgian calendar. So lunar month,
What is lunar month?
how lunar month is defined?
Sir, what is
Sir,
lunar month? Sir, what is
Lunar
lunar
month.
month?
Okay, see here, lunar month means lunar, it is related with moon. Lunar means related with moon. Okay, so see here, we know the different phases of
15th day of a month.
yes,
Sir, half of a month.
not half of a month it is. Lunar month, it is based on the movement of moon or phase of the moon. Okay, see here, we see the moon every day, and you know this phase keeps on changing. That is very small and keeps on
No, sir,
increasing.
sometimes.
New moon, then full moon. So it keeps on changing. So the period, that the number of days, okay, the period between the two successive new moon. That is, once you have seen the new moon in the sky, next time when it appears again the new moon. That is, same place of the moon it appears. Okay, so it is the length or it is the month measured. Lunar month is month measured between two successive new moons or between two successive full moons. It can be new moon or full moons. Understood this one? So once you have seen sky full moon, now next time when it appears full moon, that will be one lunar month. That will be one lunar month. And it is around 29.5 days it contains. One lunar month contains 29.5 days. So today if you have seen the full moon, so after 29.5 days you will see again the full moon. If you are today you have seen the new moon, after 29.5 days you will see the new moon. Understood this one? So month measured between two successive new moons or month measured between two successive full moons. That is called as one lunar month. That is one lunar month. Next is again the month, that is the Western or the Georgian calendar according to that. Mainly approximately take 30 days in that month. We divided
Yes, sir.
approximately we take. Or we know Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. These all they contain which number of days? 31 days. Whereas these all they contain 30 days. Okay, Feb 28, normal year, leap year 29. Okay. So these are the based on Georgian calendar. That is, these months they contain 31 days, these contain 30 days, Feb 28 or 29, depending on whether it's leap year or not. Okay, month is clear, 1 year. So next bigger unit than month is year. 1 year. 1 year defined as this is sun, this is earth. 1 year defined as the time in which the earth completes one revolution or rotation. One
One
revolution.
revolution of Earth sun.
One revolution. When Earth completes one revolution around the sun, that is called as 1 year. So in 1 year, 365.25 or 24 it has taken. Okay, 365 days it has taken. Normal year it is taking 365. Okay, usually see here, each year it takes 365.2422 days to complete one revolution. But that 0.24 we have removed. So each normal year we consider 365 days and leap year we consider
366 days.
366 days leap year. Okay. Now see here why 366 days. So we'll be taking one example here. See here. Okay, usually a year, how much time does Earth take to revolve around the sun to complete one revolution? It is 365.2422 days. 2.2422 days. Okay. Next year as well, same it will take 22 days. Next year as well, 2422 days. Next year as well, it will take same. Add them, how much you are getting? How much you are getting? 9, 6. Then multiply this 4. This much you are getting, give this one. This much you are getting 0.9688. Okay. So it is nearly about 1 day. 0.9688. It is nearly equivalent to 1. It is nearly equivalent to 1 day. This much day. Nearly equivalent to 1 day. So every fourth year. So from these 3 years we remove that. And every fourth year we add one more day. That is in the leap year we are adding this day. But still you see it is slightly less than 1 day. It is slightly bit less than 1 day. It is slightly less than 1 day. By how much amount it is less? 0.0312. So see here where we are counting this much less. So see here leap year. Which will be the leap year? The years which are divisible by
4.
which are divisible by
4.
Okay, which are divisible by 4. Okay, so for example 1896. Is it a leap year? Is it a leap year? Check it.
Sir.
It is a
Leap year.
It is divisible by 4. 1900. Is it a leap year?
Yes, sir.
1900. It is a leap year.
Yes, sir.
Why? See here, there is one more condition on leap year. Okay. There is one more condition on leap year. See here, the years which are divisible by 4 but not by 400. But not by 400. The year which is divisible by 4 but not by 400. Those years are leap year. Those years are leap year. So now check this one, 1900. Is it divisible by 4? Yes. Is it divisible by 400? Is it divisible by 400? Lakshya, you want to ask her something? Is it divisible by 400? 1900 divided by 400.
No, sir.
No.
Okay. Okay.
No, sir.
It is not divisible by 400. One minute, there's one error I did. Okay, 1 minute. Okay. Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute here. Okay, this is wrong. 1 minute. Okay, see here. These years will check whether these are divisible by 4 or not. Okay, and the century years. Century years, for example, 1900, 2000, 2100. Okay, so see how to check for the leap year. The years which are divisible by 4, the years which are not century years and divisible by 4, they will be leap year. And the years which are century years, we have to check whether they are divisible by 400 or not. Whether they are divisible by 400 or not. So, if 1900 is not divisible by 4, therefore, it is not a leap year. 2000 is divisible by 4 or not? 400. It is divisible by 400. It is a leap year. 2100 is divisible by 400.
No, sir.
So it's not a leap year. It's not a leap year. So how to check for a leap year? First we will check whether it is divisible by 4. Yes? If it is divisible by 4, okay. Then you have to check whether it's a century year or not. If it is not a century year, then it will be a leap year. But if it is a century year, then we have to check one more condition, that is whether it is divisible by 400 or not. If it is divisible by 400, then it will be leap year. If it is not, then it won't be a leap year. So these two conditions you have to check. Understood these two conditions?
Sir, if it is divisible by 400, then it will be leap year.
It will be a leap year.
If
So
it
see
is
it again. Okay. See it again. First check the year. Okay. Whether it is divisible by 4 or not. It is divisible by 4. Okay. Now we have to check whether it's a century or not. Okay. If not a century, but it is divisible by 4, leap year. Now if it is century, then we have to check one more condition, that is whether it is divisible by 400 or not. 1900 not divisible by 400, not a leap year. 2000 is divisible by 400, leap year. This one divisible by 400, no, not a leap year. Understood this one? Next is decade. Decade is of 10 years. One decade is of 10 years. Century it contains 100 years. Millennium it contains 1000 years. Okay. So go through it. Go through the chapter. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay. Rest we will
Can we
discuss.
exit?
Yes, you can exit. Some examples of
Thank you,
programming and guidelines we will discuss tomorrow. Whenever we have the tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir.